Delegates, you know there are a lot of differences between the two major parties in Australian politics, but we do have this much in common. Beliefs about workplace relations run deep in Labor blood, and they run deep in Conservative blood too. We saw that this week. On Wednesday, the opposition leader had one of those occasional moments when he accidentally tells the truth. He said there's workplace relations changes over the last few years that are making it harder for you to stay open on Sundays, after hours, on public holidays. Employers do need more flexibility in your workplace arrangements, he said. Well, delegates, when he said more flexibility, something tells me he didn't mean making it easier to take time off when the kids are sick. So the fight's on, and we will fight it and we will win it. A lot of things get said about Prime Ministers, some of them are even printable. And this year I received the biggest compliment of my life, the biggest compliment I've ever had. It came from the opposition, so never let it be said that the two major parties can't agree on anything. Tony Abbott got it right when he told his party room she won't lie down and die. Too right, I won't. I will stand and fight because I know you will stand and fight. Delegates, and as we fight together, we know who we will be fighting for. This year's budget, a surplus budget, with the lowest budget spending forecast in 30 years, following a year in which business investment peaked at a 15-year high. That budget was called a plan for class war. Now, myself, I'm not entirely convinced that an $820 payment for the parents of high school kids is a plan for class war. But delegates, I did take this much out of the debate. If they've started accusing us of a class war, at least they've stopped accusing us of not knowing whose side we're on. It's only Labor that stands for a strong economy and stands and fights to spread the benefits to all. It's only Labor that is here for every Australian family, not a handful of Australian dynasties. It's only Labor who stands for every Australian who works and every Australian who needs help. And it's only Labor that tells the big story, the unifying story, the great national story, weaving all the threads together: fairness and strength, the suburbs and the regions, the courage to face and shape the future. Labor tells the whole story. Ours is the nation's truly comprehensive party. Political Labor is still a unique force in the politics of Australia. Delegates, the great vested Conservative interests always find their parliamentary voice. The party names change, but the song, you know, it remains the same. Other parties come and go, often promising more, always delivering less. But we endure. Not a brand, a cause. Not captured by the privileged few, but sworn to serve the many. Not a party for the moment, a party for the ages. And 12 decades on from Barcaldine and Balmain, we're not done yet. Thank you.